Namaste kids, मेरा नाम Jemima हो. Hello, how are you? My name is Jemima and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to talk about something that everybody faces at some point in their life in one way or other. Today we're going to talk about rejection. Rejection is something that a lot of people find embarrassing to talk about because rejection means that you put yourself out there and you got hurt. But rejection is part of life and rejection should be celebrated. And I'm here today to tell you all about why rejection is a good thing and about how to manage it properly. First things first, everyone gets rejected. Rejection can come in all shapes and sizes. Rejection is not getting the girl or guy you like. Rejection is not getting your dream job. Rejection is about school. Rejection is about something you submitted for an award. It happens all the time and it happens every day, and it's about dealing with it. As a model and actress, I get rejected at least once a day for a role, for that job, for that whatever, and it took me a long time to realize that they weren't rejecting me as a person. They weren't rejecting my kindness, my intelligence. I just was a square trying to fit into a round hole. That's all it's about. To even be in the position to get rejected means that you are confident and you had the balls to actually put yourself out there. And you should congratulate yourself for that. The fact that you actually put yourself out in a position where you were vulnerable means that you're doing something right. It means you are really confident in what you're doing, and that's incredible. But then once you get rejected, it's a bit of a double whammy. You go through the pain of being rejected, the embarrassment, the anger, and then your self-confidence might take a knock. And sometimes that knock is harder than others, and it can really push you back a bit. The first thing I'd say about rejection is ask why. You are so within your right to ask why you didn't get that job, why you didn't get into university. You are completely within, your own right to ask why didn't you get that thing that you really wanted. Sometimes the answer is as simple as, we found someone who fits better. You don't have the right grades. You're not strong in the point that we really need you to be strong in. But it's never anything personal, and you have to acknowledge it, see if you can learn from it, and move on. Give yourself processing time. There is a lot of emotion that comes with rejection, and you have to internalize it. You have to take it on board and you have to allow it. It doesn't matter if you're sad, if you're angry, if you're frustrated, if you're embarrassed, if you're hungry, any emotion can come with it. You're allowed to feel how you need to feel. Internalize it, use it, acknowledge that you're having those feelings and move on from it. Don't dwell in it too much. Learn any lessons you can and move on. This is a hard point to make, and it's something I'm very guilty of, which is don't get attached. There are some roles that I just really want, and I'll get right to that end stage. I'll go from having 3 auditions into a fitting, into almost being cast for that role, and I'm really excited about it. And like the day before I get rejected, and that really, really stings, trust me. And I sometimes need to learn to not get too attached to that. It's also about not getting too attached to other things in life. That's hard to say, but it's one of the best of advices if you are going to struggle with that rejection later on. Acknowledge the fact and celebrate that you tried. Isn't it incredible that you even gave it a go? Isn't it amazing that you went out there, you put yourself out there, and you tried to get what you want? Acknowledge that fact. Praise yourself for having the courage to put yourself out there. And the last one is keep getting rejected. Keep getting rejected again and again. Every rejection brings you closer to that thing that you really want, and every rejection teaches you something. My grandma likes to tell me this story. There is a guy in a church and he's praying to God. And he says, God, please let me win the lottery. I need this money. God looks back at him and says, have you bought a ticket? You can't win the game if you're not in the game. You've got to keep putting yourself out there. Even if you get pushed back, even if you get told no, keep going, because eventually you will win something. I know that's a different topic than what I usually talk about on this channel. It's not a reaction video, it's not a funny video, but I think it's really important. As an actress, as a model, as a human being, to all the other people out there, rejection happens, and I'm not embarrassed to admit that I get rejected a lot. And you shouldn't be either. Keep getting rejected. I promise you'll get there eventually. Thanks Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye. As an actress and a model, I get rejected at least... Let me just reject this.